In 2024, a silent tremor spread across Europe's defense circles, a shock that NATO commanders never expected. Because behind closed doors, away from headlines and political speeches, Rolls-Royce quietly rewired something inside the Swedish Gripen jet. Something so advanced, so unexpected, that it changed NATO's entire strategy overnight. This story doesn't begin in Sweden. It begins in a dark, temperature-controlled lab in Derby, England. Engineers from Rolls-Royce and its partner, the historic Volvo Aero division, had been experimenting with a classified upgrade package. No flashy announcements, no public testing, not even a hint to most NATO members, just a code name, Project Whisper Core MO. For decades, the Gripen was known for being efficient, cheap to operate, and incredibly nimble. But it had one weakness: raw engine dominance. NATO believed only American power plants could deliver the thrust-to-weight ratios needed for next-gen dogfights. Rolls-Royce disagreed. Inside Whisper Core, engineers tore apart the existing engine architecture, replacing legacy electronics with a digital adaptive control system. Think of it as the jet's brain, but smarter, faster, and capable of rewriting its own performance map mid-air. No other Western fighter had this kind of real-time engine intelligence, not even the F-35. When the first prototype Gripen took off with the new Whisper Core module, Swedish test pilots were stunned. The jet climbed faster, reacted sharper, and could sustain extreme maneuvers without losing energy. The engine wasn't just pushing, it was predicting. Algorithms mapped air pressure, temperature shifts, fuel distribution, and pilot input, adjusting the turbine in milliseconds. Then came the shocker. During a joint NATO trial in Norway, the modified Gripen faced off against multiple 4th and 5th generation jets. NATO observers didn't even know it had the Whisper Core system. To them, it was just another Gripen. But when the exercises began, everything changed. The Gripen accelerated vertically like a missile. It dodged radar locks with micro-throttle pulses that no pilot could manually control. It performed a high-G corkscrew escape maneuver so tight that analysts reviewing the telemetry thought the data was corrupted. One NATO officer quietly said, "No Western jet should be able to do that." The secret leaked within hours. Rolls-Royce hadn't just updated the Gripen's engine. They had rewritten the entire propulsion logic. Whisper Core gave the Gripen near 5th-gen agility without consuming 5th-gen fuel. It shocked NATO because Sweden, a country with a small defense budget, had just demonstrated engine behavior usually seen only in billion-dollar experimental programs. Whisper Core's real power wasn't raw thrust, it was adaptability. In simulated combat, the Gripen altered its performance curve based on the opponent. Facing a heavy fighter, it switched to energy retention mode. Dogfighting a light jet, it shifted to rapid response agility, all automatically without pilot workload. That's when NATO realized the truth. This wasn't an upgrade, this was a wedge. A technological leap that could make older air forces suddenly competitive, without buying new jets. Inside Brussels, the atmosphere turned electric. Nations with aging fleets, Hungary, Czech Republic, South Africa, started sending private inquiries. If Whisper Core could turn a Gripen into a 5th-gen nuisance, what could it do for other Western jets? Washington wasn't amused. Several U.S. advisors pushed for a deeper review, worried that Rolls-Royce had accidentally started a propulsion revolution outside American control. Meanwhile, Sweden doubled security at Saab's engine integration facilities. But Rolls-Royce stayed silent. No press release, no statement, just a quiet understanding between engineers and pilots that the skies over Europe had changed forever. Because the moment Whisper Core entered the Gripen, the jet wasn't just upgraded, it evolved. And NATO, for the first time in years, had to rethink everything it thought it knew about air power.